Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just moving. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just moving. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just moving. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company.
Great Rising, Great Rising. I was in the ensuite, y'all.
Oh yeah, just moving.
Oh yeah. Let's get going. It's time to get your mats, get your weights, line up if you're walking wall to wall, get your chair if you're sitting down kicking your feet. The music's still on. Ha ha. Hey, thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. And all that good stuff. Ha ha ha. Yes, we're back. Yes, thanks for subscribing. That's really good. That's really good. Oh, I feel a little stiff since it's been raining and stuff. I feel a little stiff. But when I first started walking, I'm stiff. Even though I was upstairs on my mat, stretching and bending. Great Rising! Yes! I was on the floor. Yesterday was my bike. This morning was my mat, my stretches, and my pulling, and my... Ha ha! If you hear them all like, oh, oh, ah. And then when I take my knee and bring it up and do that exercise, I'm like, oh. That's my pain. In the morning, stretching, bending limbs, hanging, tightening this core, rolling these hips, bending knees, moving around ankles. Well, I've done it again. I am losing friends. I am losing friends through my awakening. Yep, through my awakening. Me, I'm happy as clam. I couldn't be happier. Oh, thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for the love. And I couldn't be happier. I'm here. I'm happy that I'm here walking, showing my body that I appreciate it. 65 years, young. And soon as M&T work out that stuff, I will be starting my mental exercise by taking a memoir writing course. People know me like, oh, Vicki, another memoir writing course. But all those others were just to be put in place for this one big one that I didn't know was there. I knew I had to be ready when it came through because I'm still living. I'm still here. So I start those classes next week. Now I knew at 65 because me and Marilyn was talking when we were editing Neighbors. She was helping me edit Neighbors. And she said, Vicki, when you turn 65, you can go to UConn for free. I was like, wow, yeah? Wow. So, like, oh, I'm going to college. Well, that was put a little damper was put on it when I wrote my book, and I got one of the professors from the Housatonic Community College to review the book and write something that I could put on the back of my book. I like to say, yes, children's picture book. It teaches your kids how to use the word yes. And read the book, and I wanted to give it to her. So I wanted to give it to her. Well, I went on that Housatonic campus. By the time I finished walking around that place to where her office was, I said to myself, I can't do that. I can't do this. That's a lot of walking. I get to my class, I'd be exhausted. And then, thank goodness, everything went online. So I was back. Yay, 65. I'm going to be in school. I'm going to be. And then, hey, thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for your support. And then I had an awakening. Something I've been asking for. Even during my volunteer work, even in my 20s, my only goal was put me down easy. I don't want all the rigmarole that they put into the separation of matter and energy. And then the separation of matter and energy instantly soothed me. Instantly soothed me because that's what it is. It's the separation of matter and energy. You're looking at the matter. You're probably hearing the energy using the matter. That's how I'm talking to you. And I totally get it. So I said, I want to show. I felt all through my life, I did show appreciation for myself. And that's through exercise. And through my creativity. I produced my own plays. I got my own actors. I had a Harvard emeritus college professor of drama, theater, Mariana Loosemore. I looked her up. You can look up too. She produced my plays She directed my plays for 5 years. I produced them. And I'm so glad I did that. Because again, that was an appreciation of me. Now, I want to tell you how hard that is. Okay. Ha! You do it. If I had to talk to playwrights and stuff like that, I was like, first of all, when I was coming up as a young playwright, they were pushing the Great White Way. I think August Wilson, who's back, always on Broadway, him and Andrew Lloyd Webber. But it was called the Great White Way. So, you put in things, but you're not. It's all, again, connected. But you do it as a playwright and an author. You do it as, like, actors and like Marianne Loosemore as a director. You do it because that's the art. And that's what your matter wants. And that's what your energy wants. And I did that. And it was fun and it was great. I have to call NBC because they did a clip of us in an interview talking about the play in Mount Vernon. So I have to buckle down and call them and find out how much that costs so I can get that clip, the news clip. And that was great. And I wrote 3 screenplays. And I studied, screenwriting. You remember that guy? I can't think of his name right now, but he wrote Uptown Friday Night, the Bill Cosby, and oh my gosh, who else? I can't think of the other guy. It wasn't Godfrey Chambers. No, and his name is not even Godfrey Chambers, but he was a great comedian. He was in Cotton Comes to Harlem. But I can't think of the other person who was with Bill Cosby in Uptown Friday Night, Uptown Saturday Night. Anyway, the author, the person who wrote the screenplay, Fred did something great for Frederick Douglass Creative Arts Center and hired him to teach our screenplay writing class. And then also I had to follow Sid Field's screenplay writing, and he uses the screenplay Chinatown as his example to show you different things. So I was so glad I got a chance to study that. Just reading enough children's book, and I've been taking classes at libraries, community centers, wherever I can get to find them, in memoir writing classes. And since it's an awakening, I want it to be like that. I want it to be a memoir. Maybe I just like the sound of the word memoir. Do y'all see what I'm doing, switching back and forth? Whatever bounces me. And I gotta squeeze it, and I gotta hold it, and I gotta squeeze it, and I gotta hold it, and then I say, well, I don't wanna hold it that much. So then I half squeeze it, half hold it, and then as y'all see I'm talking, then I'll take it down again, and I'll put my hip on. That means I'm totally dependent on this. Oh, thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. I'm totally dependent on my core. Totally. Squeezing that baby. If you see me do this, I am squeezing even the butt cheeks. keep this balance on this conveyor belt. Yep. And then when I get good and comfortable, like I used to be on old Betsy, I can do this. Now this feels good because it just totally engages the core. Oh, it allows, oh yeah, this feels good. Whew. And you can get a nice breath in too. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Enough. To do that and talk is a lot. So, but now my core feels really good. Alex, our friend Alex, sent me a picture of Sebastian, her son. I was Sebastian's companion from first grade, I think fourth grade, and on and off. And she sent a picture of him that he put on his Instagram. I'm not on Instagram. Facebook is plenty. And YouTube, plenty for me. And he is ripped. He has a six-pack. He doesn't have a six-pack, I'm wrong. I counted a six-pack on one side, and then a six-pack on the other side. I mean, he is so tight that he is straight up and down. That's the power of this core. Engaging this core. And on top of my memoir writing classes, I'm going to start roller skating. Ice skating, coal in these muscles, they ain't jogging like they used to jog. And I know from ice skating, I have ice skated where I got so hot, I was sweating underneath. But the one memory I have of my Aunt Lucy who hated my guts, because I think she was the one who met my dad, and then my mother stole her. But anyway, she loved taking us to Empire roller skating on Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. Guaranteed she was going to take us roller skating. The best fun ever. And the greatest part about going to the roller rink and roller skating is you didn't have to jump over cracks. You didn't have to have skate keys and all kinds of stuff like that. You know, we had like roller derby skates. And then the music would be playing, and for some reason, my aunt, she didn't skate. I don't remember her ever skating. But she liked taking us. She liked standing in the line. Didn't bother her. So I was like, muscle memory, oh. Okay, we're going to have wrist guards. We're going to have elbow guards. We're going to have knee pads. Now, just so I don't look like a little kid, I'm going to order me head wraps. So what I'm going to do is wrap my head up underneath and then put a wrap on top of the wrap. And that'll be for my head. But I'll be consciously aware if any falling is going on. It will be the elbows or the wrists. But I'm getting a coach. So when I first start, I want to have a coach with me. And you know, don't laugh at me. There's that little step, that little skate thing that they do at the roller skating rink where they have that whole line and you just look really cool, but you don't do a lot of work. Like you shuffle and you shuffle and then you shuffle and then you shuffle. And it looks so cool when they do it. So that's what I want my roller skating coach to do. I want to be able to go there and just groove to the music. I got the balance. I can balance myself on skates. I can balance myself. This is the best time of life. I don't understand. Why it would be presented as the worst time. Why would it be presented as the worst time of life? So everything makes sense. And the last hoorah before the separation of matter and energy. Because the separation of matter and energy can also come through what they call Alzheimer's and stuff like that, where the energy is off somewhere and it's not connecting with the matter. It happens. But until then, me, I'm going to take care of this matter. I'm going to love this matter and tell this matter, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Hey y'all, let's get some water. Hey y'all, let's go into the bathroom. Hey y'all, let's get some water. Woo! So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking. Yeah, that's me in lead and background. Oh, Facebook. Talking about deleting some of my videos because I'm still in my song. I was like, Facebook, go back when I used to sing it without the background. I went on GarageBand and I tried to make it cool. But I left so many things in it that you would know that it's not a in the studio song. That you say, oh yeah, she sung it. Anywho. Ha ha! What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know something? Okay, put your headsets on. But y'all know to put the headsets on, so y'all come over here. Even though y'all show me love. I gotta tell you. I saw a picture of an old friend. And I gotta tell you something. Big stomachs turn me as a total turn off. A bare gut is a turn off. Now, the last boyfriend I had, he used to like to bend his elbow. And when he used to come over to see me, and he would be driving back home, leaving Connecticut, driving back to New York, and he would want to come up and he would want to bend the elbow. Now, I don't mind him bending the elbow if he's spending the night. But if he's on the road, I got problems with it. And I would water down his alcohol. And he'd get so angry he wouldn't drink. But that was the reason. What are you drinking for if you get on the road driving? So, when I see men with big stomach, it makes me think that the woman that gets him has to do a lot of health maintenance or buy life insurance. Or buy life insurance. Or do a lot of health maintenance. I'm just saying, it hit my arm. It was a complete, yeah, a complete turn off. Because it's easier for men to lose weight. It's easier for them to burn it up. And women, our body's always preparing for the birth of a child. Until it's told, it doesn't have to prepare anymore. And that includes weight, insulation. So we go up and down, we go up and down, we go up and down. Yeah, but I'm not a fan fave right now, especially talking about the Colts. But I'm reminded of when I was volunteering at the Veterans Hospital, and the summer before I was to go off to Knoxville College, I volunteered. I was working and still volunteering at the Veterans Hospital. And me and my girlfriend, we were on the evening shift. We had given out all the ice and all that kind of stuff, and it's me and her. And we told the nurse I think maybe we had to run something down to the lab or something like that. And instead of going back to the ward, we decided to look around. And we saw a hospice ward. What is that? Oh, wow. Never been over there. Never been in this section. And we walked in the room of this old African American man. And I just stood at the door. And my girlfriend said, no, Vicky, come on in, come on, look, he's dying. I was like, he ain't dying. She was like, Vicky, why do you think they put him in here in the room by himself? Not dying. If you're dying, you want to be around people. You want to be on the floor with noise and, you know, that there's a possibility that you could still be alive. But they shoved him off in his own little dining room corner. And right then and there, I knew I was going to do nursing. Because all I knew about nursing was health maintenance. And you got better. I didn't take in the part of no health maintenance. No health maintenance. And you don't get better. You die. And I remember started turning purple, looking at his hands and fingers, and we was talking. I kept saying, he can hear us. And she kept saying, no, he's not, he's dying. But I always had a feeling that he could hear me, but he changed my whole life. I knew I was going to be in the medical field. I was not going to be in the medical field. I knew that. But I often thought of who he had with him when he was laying there. Now the cults would have you think that there was this invisible white man in a robe and sandals with him. But he was there with him. So that started me thinking. Because remember, I was taught by the cults that even though I wasn't accepted in the white people's neighborhood on earth, when I die, the white man with the long robe and sandals is going to come take me and put me in the white neighborhood in heaven. But watching that man die, I didn't see that. I didn't see the possibility. But again, I squished it down because I was still in cult territory, and the indoctrine was already inside me. The poison was already in there. So then, y'all remember Hurricane Katrina? And they took all the old people that made it out of the nursing homes and stuff, and they put them in tents in the airport. And because they were old and dying, they literally took them and put them in the tent and zipped the tent up, T-E-N-T, the tent up, and left them to die. And I remember looking at that, saying, where are the church members? Where's the pastors? Where are the missionary saints and all that kind of stuff? How can you just leave them in a tent? But the reality of cults is once you get old, there's no room for you other than you paying tithes. There's no purpose for you other than you paying tithes. As I've said, you're too old to screw. That's how cults operate. The significance of your being, especially as a woman, is in your ability to please men. And they weren't. They were old. They were dying. So in this society, now I've seen some society where they take the old and they take them and put them by the ocean on a rock and let nature take care of them. Yeah, totally get that. Dying under a tent in an airport. And I remember Oprah Winfrey was there. I remember seeing the tent. I wrote a piece for it. I was so... And that's how it is in cults. So now, if you're an old person in a cult, the only way you get attention is by being sick or being able to do a wonderful dance on TikTok or a wonderful dance on YouTube and Facebook. Other than that, or cursing somebody out on those platforms also. And you get views and likes and your family appreciate it and all kind of stuff like that. Of course, you give them money. I'm not talking about the platforms, I'm talking about family and such. But other than that, in cult society, you're too old. You have no purpose. I remember when my grandfather died. Because that's when I noticed. That's when that man really got aggressive. That pastor man. It was after my grandfather died. But it worked. You got to read the book. And one Sunday, nasty pastor man says, "Oh, how's your grandmother? She wasn't at church today." And we were like, "No, she was there. She was sitting in front as usual." I said, "I didn't see her." So my aunt said, "Oh, she had the veil on because my grandfather had died. So she must have wore that veil for maybe a month until my Aunt Anna Mae said, 'Mom, please, 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 Mom, take the veil off.'" And then she wore black for a year. And my aunts had to wear black and white for a year. I just don't get it, y'all. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And it's just when I think back on it, it's like, So, she was sitting right there in front of him and he didn't see her. But she's old. She serves no purpose. She pays her tithes. And the reason why she's right there in front, because she's a deaconess. She's on the deacon board. And the deacon board can get rid of the pastor. So sometimes the pastor can be disrespectful. So, and I had a thought this morning. And it reminded me of either, the response to me was either a rap in my mouth, or you so stupid, or why do you keep saying dumb things like that? And all I asked was, why weren't women amongst the 12 disciples. Whoa! Whew! Whew. When I asked, whew, I remember saying, sorry. I asked, sorry. I just remember saying, sorry. They turned on like, sometimes I think that girl ain't got no brains. I don't know why she be asking all them stupid questions. Oh, here she go. You know she was gonna pull that out. And I was like, well, we was talking religion, y'all was. So I figured just let me ask this question. Slowly, I don't think I got hit that time or whopped, tapped on the head. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Anytime I question the cult. So then finally you just accept. You just accept. And you go on in life and you reach this point and it says we can't go past this point at 60 until you get something about you. You want to have a good from here until then? Or you want to stay in the land of fake believe? So, I said, no, I want to go on the happy way. I want to go on the good way. And here I am, and here I am. Happy to be alive. I tell myself, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And me always forgives me. Even when I'm saying it, my mind is saying, girl, you know we don't hold no grudge against you. Girl, you know we in this together. Every time I say it, myself said, sis, don't sweat it. We good. And that's all I want to know. I just want to check with Vicky. I want to say, hey, Vicky, we good? Vicky said, don't sweat it. We good. And every day, I say, I love my life. I love this life. Every day, every morning. So finally, from this point on, I wake up loving. I always wake up loving when I had to do it undercover. Like, oh, the sun's out, I'm so happy. Don't say it too loud. Don't say it too loud because you can't be too happy. So when everybody said, I hate this day, I said, oh yeah. And on the side, they say, oh, I'm so excited, there's so much going to happen this day. But you couldn't show it. It's I'm so glad I woke up this morning and my feet hit the ground. And I said, oh, Lord, I'm glad to be alive. Shut up! Stop making noise. What y'all doing? Y'all make me sick. In the same sentence. In the same sentence. In the same sentence. I remember when we used to come from the cult. Whew. It was a rough time. I didn't like Sundays. I didn't like them at all. It would be in the morning screaming, yelling, hollering, fighting, screaming, yelling, fighting until you walked out the door to church. If I walked with my cousins, it was screaming, yelling, and hollering till we got to church. Usually I tried to walk by myself. Then in church, everyone would be in smiles. A little molestation here, a little molestation here. Everything's good. Last song, the doors open, and it goes back to the morning. Y'all better get in that car. We're not waiting for you. Every time I come in to church to find peace. I can't find no peace. I got to take home the devils. The devil's got to come home with me. Get in there, devil. And I was like, every Sunday. And if the pastor was visiting or the deacons was visiting, it was worse. It was worse. Just screaming, demands like we were in a restaurant, screaming, "Hurry, get out of here! Get out, take off your clothes," because you couldn't do anything in church clothes. "And take off your shirts and that. And then you got to make this. And then heat this up. And then you fry it. You don't." I mean, just the screaming and the barking. I don't never know that part about. Okay, I do know the part. And they said find peace in church. Okay. The screaming didn't start until church was over. Okay. Squeeze your gut, tuck your elbow in, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and move to the bottom. Smith did a post about men and high blood pressure, sugar, diabetes, all that stuff. And she was talking about how likely they are to get strokes. Let's do 10. Tuck in your elbow, squeeze your gut, neither up nor down, like pumping a tire. Pumping a tire. On for good luck. And she said she can look at him and tell. And sadly, that's what's left in the dating pool. Big fat stomachs. Big fat stomachs, bloated faces, angry, impotence, penile dysfunction, erectile dysfunction.
Yes, indeed.
Please like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend.
Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company.
Yeah!
Walking.
We did it!
Yes, indeed.
45 minutes. I got sweat coming down off me. Not as bad as in July. Not as bad as in August. But I got my sweat. Can I show you all this? Remember, I had some on the break. Whew. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, I'm walking. I'm walking. Yes, I'm walking. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. I'm walking. I'm walking.
I figured by the time
So happy to
I finish with this roller skate season,
happy to
this core
walking.
is going to be at least
For the company.
a 4-pack. I'm going for a 4-pack. A 6-pack may be too much to ask. But I think I can get a 4-pack. Especially after skating. I'm excited about skating. Excited about getting my skating coach. I'm excited about the whole thing. Then start training my brain to write this book in February when I go west. So I'll have the outline, chapter outline, basically what I'm going to go from when I get there and buckle down. Don't know nobody, don't know no place to go. I'll probably try to find some kind of tour. I was going to say escort, not escort, sir, not escort. More like a tour service.
So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking.
The point of it is, I have options. I have options. As we all do. Here, 4-pack. One here. One here. And one here. And one here. It'll take by the end of the skating season, then I'll have one here, and that'll be the 6-pack. But this part is very hard, rather flabby. But I'm sure that roller skating is going to take care of it. Yes, I'm excited about life. I've always been excited about life. I've always found it so fascinating. My only woes came in when I had to do my cult mixture. But I don't gotta do that. My mind is free. My heart is free.
Yes, indeed, I'm walking. I'm walking. Yes, I'm walking. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking.
Yeah. Please like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your papa.
Thank you for the company.
Getting it down. Yep, the water goes down, the air comes up. Hooray! Done it, done it, done and done. Thanks for coming on the walk. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love my subscribers. Thank you so much. Like, comment, share, tell a friend. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful day.